Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts, Saga of Darkness, what do you want to call it? Darkseeker Saga, there we go. That's what I decided on. Now then, off screen I did do a few things. Not really a lot because I can't really explore worlds or level grind yet. But I did do the board game. And I got Aereo from Aqua, as well as Confused, but I don't like using it, so it doesn't really matter to me. They're already mastered because I was able to level them up on the board, and they leveled up and mastered themselves right out the get. So, fun. I also got the Shotlock Command Ragnarok. Sorry, I had to take a drink. This Shotlock I highly recommend getting before you go to your first world, because while it is probably going to be lower leveled than Sonic Shadow, especially if you use it and level it up like I did in the command board, it is more powerful than Sonic Shadow. So it's a good idea to have it in general. It really doesn't lose its potency until until we're about done with the first 3 worlds. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did off screen. Now then, on to the game as a whole, the story as a whole. Every so often, I will actually stop and give context on certain terminology and concepts that aren't fully explored in the franchise. So that way we're all on a good level understanding of what's what. I'm going to do that right now with the terms for light, darkness, as well as the Keyblade. And by extension, the Keyblade wielders. So, let's get to that. First things first, light and darkness are primordial forces in the Kingdom Hearts universe. There are 2 realms associated for both of them, the realm of light and the realm of darkness. The entire series pretty much takes place inside the realm of light. That's where we currently are. All these worlds are inside the realm of light. The lanes between, which is where we are currently, is sort of a middle ground between light and darkness. At least that's how I view it. I don't think they actually really explain what the lanes between actually are. It's sort of the not light, not dark, mixture of both type thing. Now there are some worlds in the realm of light as well as the realm of darkness that are closer to their opposites. These locations are unique worlds that have a strong connection to both worlds pretty much. And in those worlds, you can actually access the opposite world. So if we're in the realm of light and we go to one of the realms that are close to darkness, we're able to actually go to the realm of darkness and vice versa. That comes in play probably later on, I think. I don't know. Does it? It's just a good thing to keep in mind. So, that being said, on to what the Keyblades are. We don't really know. There is no definitive, this is what a Keyblade is, beyond, hold on the menu, beyond that thing. That's all we really know about them. So, it comes down to speculation to what the Keyblades actually are. My opinion is that they are the physical manifestation of the internal element that they are the person associated to. So, since Terra is from the realm of light, he has a Keyblade of light, the Earthshaker. The way I see it is, it evolves and takes its own form based off the person. Since Terra is a very blunt, strong character, his Keyblade took the form of pretty much a broadsword with, the jagged key bit. So that's pretty much what that is. That being said, there are Keyblades of Darkness that do exist. We will get to those later on. Now, before we get to that, I'm going to say this as well. Just because a Keyblade looks evil doesn't mean it's darkness. Like, there is a Keyblade that is literally just a black key. It's not a dark Keyblade. It's a Keyblade of light, it just takes that form. At least, that's how I see it. Again, if you have any corrections that I'm wrong about, feel free to leave a comment about it. I will, if I see it while I'm recording, and it's relevant to bring up, I will correct myself, of course. And Keyblade wielders are pretty much people who are able to draw on their inner element, manifest it as a weapon, and use it to fight whatever comes across in their path. There is a bit more about the Keyblade, which we'll get to a little later. Well, I guess I can say it now because we actually have it right there. The Keyblade can change its appearance to reflect what the wielder needs, but usually you have to be pretty advanced in the Keyblade application to be able to use. Since Terra, Aqua, and Ventus have been training literally the most of their lives to use the Keyblade, they're able to use it to create armor and their vehicles. So, pretty cool. Actually, I think the armor itself isn't Keyblade. The armor itself is to help them travel in the lanes between without being affected by darkness. So yeah. Also, this world right here, this is optional. You're probably not going to see me go into it except for the introduction to it. It's a holdover from when it was on the PSP. This is where you would go to do the multiplayer stuff. There's an arena there. You can play the command boards against your friends. Racing, and a few other things. So this is where you'd go for that. Now, that being said, there are a lot of things in here you want to do. Like, I believe a few of the secret reports are found in here. A few of the Keyblades are found here as well. I think your ultimate shot lock is found in there as well. So it's good to go through. Anyway, let's go.
Monsters. The ones the Master mentioned. These are the Unversed.
Alright then, the Unversed. So far all we know is that they are pretty much just negative emotions made manifest. Also, before people are wondering about certain creatures we'll come across in the future of the game, I'll come across them when we come across them. I'll go into greater detail about what they are as well. Oh, sorry, square's the dash. There we go. Nope. Love that. Quick blitz. Stun it. Oh, missed it. Ow. Oh, form change. There we go. Critical impact. I love critical impact. It's just brutal. And kablam! Now there are. I'll have to go through that in a little bit as well. I can't go to the menu yet. I'm about to try to remember about those because there are tiered command styles that I should mention. I also got a quick blitz from Ben as well while I was doing the command board. Alright. Oh, it feels so good to be able to play this game again. I love Birth by Sleep. It's my all-time favorite.
No, you don't.
Alright, so while we're here now. That's first person. Look at that. Items. Oop, oh, that. Stock. Oh, gosh, Soothing Crystal. Nice. Reports. I'll worry about that later on. Actually, how many treasures are there here? I'm going to mention this real quickly. We don't have any here yet because we have to go back to later on. But, this series of games, this Let's Play series, isn't going to be like my usual Let's Plays. It's not going to be a 100% guide. It's strictly for the purpose of storyline stuff. So, stuff that are post-game, you probably won't see me do. Unless I feel that I should do it for context in the future. That being said, while I will try to go out of my way to get all of the treasure chests while I'm recording, I can't guarantee I will do that in the future for other worlds. Like, I'm not going to be, you know, stringent on like, oh man, I have to get one more chest here before I can finish the set. I'm not going to do that. So for the most part, you'll probably see me get most of the chests, probably all of them, but I'm not going to be as stringent as I usually am. So that's something I should bring out first. There was something I want to mention. Command styles, here we go. Okay. There are 3 tiers of command styles as far as I can remember. You can identify them by the star next to the icon. There's 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. In order to do a 2 star, you need to go through a 1 star first. And through extension, to get a 3 star, you need to go through 1, 2, then 3. And obviously the 3 stars are a little bit more difficult to unlock, to use, but they're so much more powerful. So keep that in mind. How are we doing with this? Alright, if memory serves, this is number of enemies killed, and this is money, if I remember correctly. I will rename these later on, and base them off of their individual personality characters. But that'll be for a different time. I do want to get some items though. There we are. Pulsing crystal. I think I need that for my cheap level grinding. That or I need a hungry stone or something like that. Just here. Nope. Okay. Is there anything I'm missing? There are a few things that are floating on the grab too. Potion, thank you. Alright, here's one of the things I want to grab. This is a sticker. Now then. This is something I believe was added into the final mix version of this game. We can go into our reports and go to sticker album and then choose to arrange stickers however we want. Here we have all this fun stuff. We can choose to go like here. Now as you can see, we get different points based off where we put it. There is a recommended spot to put all the stuff. Basically, you want to put a sticker somewhere where it's not obscuring everything to get the best amount of points out of it. I will do I will collect them, and at the end of the game, I will show off the recommended placement of all the stuff. But by doing so, here you can see all the stickers. There are 3 in this world. But if we get 20 points, we get a pulsing crystal. 40 points, we get the ability fireworks. Fireworks is a consumable item that I believe drops more money. That or gives you more XP, can't remember. We can buy it later on. 70 points, we get Limit Storm, which is a ability, I believe. 110, Sonic Blade, an ability, and 140, Rhythm Mixer, which I believe is a command style. Alright. Now, because there are trophies, and I do love collecting trophies, I will do my absolute best to get close to, if not do 100% of the here. I may also make guide videos, too, for specific side stuff. You know, I may actually do that for the post-game stuff. Make a bonus video like, this is post-game stuff, not important to the game, and put it into a separate playlist. I may do that. That sounds like a good idea to me. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments. Sorry about that. That sometimes happens while I'm recording. Fortunately, I caught it before anything else really happened. All we did was strike down the Unversed and look up at this castle. So glad there's a pause function in this game during cutscenes.
What's this? Why aren't you asleep, boy? That fool Slora cast a spell to put everyone in this castle into a deep, deep slumber.
Who are you?
Why, I am Maleficent, as all who dwell in this kingdom would know. Now you must reciprocate the introduction. Who are you?
I'm Terra. What do you know about those monsters? The ones who attacked me.
Now why would I give a thought to creatures so base, so inconsequential?
Well, they are base. That's for sure. Anyway, I'm looking for someone. Ever heard of a man named Xehanort?
That name is not familiar to me. Is he an outsider like yourself? Oh, but wait. I do remember someone leaving the castle.
Tell me, what was he doing there?
I couldn't say. I can only be certain he was not from this kingdom. If you're curious, go see the castle for yourself. There, the entrance is past the bridge.
Thanks.
Perhaps he did speak about imprisoning the light. The light could be so many things. Could he have meant Princess Aurora?
Aurora.
I actually have a little fun etiquette lore or etiquette thing here. It's about the story we're in, the Enchanted Dominion, the Sleeping Beauty story. Now, fun fact, Maleficent was actually fully within her rights to do what she did to Aurora. The reason being because Maleficent is obviously a very, very important political figure in this world. And the fact that the king not only did not invite her, outright told her to leave when she arrived, was an insult to her and her position. So she was fully within her right to basically reciprocate the slight. And even then, she still did it in a relatively classy way by giving it in the guise of a gift. So technically, Maleficent wasn't wrong in what she did. No, and she wasn't wrong to seek vengeance for what was happened to her. It's just she went way too far. There we go. That's kind of what I want to go with that. It's just a fun little side note. Let's do this. See if we can get a upgrade to Ven. Great.
Win!
Buddy. Aw. What's up? Play. For you. Great. Nope. That. Dang it, no upgrades. I keep expecting them to be to actually cast on the enemy, not in front of me. Upgrade, Ragnarok, nice. Upgrade. Still no upgrades. Jeez. And finish. That was a whiff. Come on. Great. There we go. Go for you. Screw you, man. Still no upgrades, jeez. Time to go back. Gotta reveal my D-Link. Alright then. No. Here. Over here. There's something. Zero gravity. That's actually pretty helpful. F off, man!
You're done. Take that.
Yep.
You're done. Take that.
Just gotta make sure I got that practice ingrained in my head. That. Probably shouldn't use Ragnarok just yet, though. All depends on how many enemies I come across. If I can recharge my focus in time. This. Anything new? No. Oh, here we are. Level up, nice. Give me the money.
So long.
Dash. There we go. Let's go, Ben. Pretty much. Oh, here we go. Upgrade. Get it. Alright, now I can do faster attacks. That's pretty much all I'm doing off screen, by the way, is leveling up my D-Links and, pretty much all my abilities, too. There we go. And probably do a little bit of level grinding, too. I need to do that. Oh, screw you. Like I said, too, the, dropping those items, those, stars, are randomized. Oh yeah, transition, D-Links you. Rude.
Win.
I just kinda hopped over that, that's kinda cool.
So long.
Oh, come on! I got him! Alright, I can D-Link again. If memory serves, I can restart my D-Link when I fight, when I get to a save point. That's why I'm not so worried about, wasting it too much. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Get up here. Go. Knock, knock.
This feels so familiar.
Her heart is filled with light. Not the slightest touch of darkness. Just the kind of heart I need.
For what?
Imagine with me the most glorious of futures. 7 of the purest hearts, each overflowing with light. When brought together, they grant the power to rule all worlds.
What do you mean?
Why, that key you hold. The Keyblade, is it called?
Where did you learn that name?
That trinket is the only way to obtain the hearts.
No more games! Where is Master Xehanort?
Impudence will get you nowhere, child. If you wish to learn more, you must retrieve the heart of Aurora.
And why would I ever want to do that?
It's not a matter of why, but of will. In your heart, there is darkness just waiting to be awakened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps not yet. But I have power over sleep. And I can awaken what's inside you. Then you will be free to be who you truly are.
Remember, the darkness lurks in every heart. Darkness is our foe. Would that we could be rid of it. You must destroy it. Push the darkness down. Give it no quarter in your heart.
Here it is, just what I've waited for. To think that all he spoke of was and will be true.
What? How did I... What did I do? What did you do?
You speak as if I pulled some invisible strings. No, you couldn't be further from the truth, child. I simply whispered to the darkness you already held inside.
How could I do this? Then!
Yes. Now, you want to know where Xehanort went. Well, that I cannot answer. He disappeared into the darkness. But now I know the Keyblade is necessary to gather hearts. Join me. Collect 6 more hearts of pure light. Then we will rule all the worlds together!
You seem to be mixed up. I'm a peacekeeper, not a tyrant.
For a peacekeeper, you're off to an exceptionally poor start. Remember this. The darkness in your heart cannot be held back by force or strength. Now, my work here is done, as is yours. Wasn't there someone you needed to chase?
Wait! The Unburst. They're gonna bring down the castle. I have to do something.
Alright then, time for a little bit more terminology, as well as a little bit more explanation. First off, the heart. When they refer to the heart in this series, they're not referring to the physical organ that pumps blood. That is, the physical heart, obviously. The heart they refer to is more along the lines of the spirit or the soul of an individual. Basically, when I described the Keyblade earlier, the heart is what calls out to the Keyblade, allowing them to summon it, and stuff like that. You need a strong heart to be able to call out to the Keyblade and summon one, and if you falter in any way, you lose the Keyblade, pretty much. So that can be anything from self-doubt or someone who has the potential to use a Keyblade, having a stronger heart than yours, taking it. But that's more theoretical at this point, I guess. So what Terra did was he didn't take the organ. He took her light, her heart, what makes her her. And Maleficent took it. So fun stuff. And I made friends with Maleficent, apparently. The other thing, Terra made a very interesting reference to how Maleficent should not know what the Keyblade is. This is because in order to keep the Keyblade War from happening again, at least this is my speculation part, they decided to keep the Keyblades secret. So no one can go chasing after a Keyblade of their own and redo the entire war all over again. So the fact that Maleficent knew the word Keyblade meant that she knew things she should not know. So, yeah, the Keyblade is supposed to be a secret amongst the Keyblade users. Alright then. Anything back here? No. There's a big chest here, though. The Keyblade also can unlock any lock it's placed against. Both physical and metaphysical. Like, that chest, the big key represents that it was locked. So, he was able to use the Keyblade's power to unlock it. Aurora's heart was obviously locked away, but he used the power to unlock a metaphysical lock to pull it out.